Assalamu alaikum, students. Today we will study element 4. This is last element of Nibosh IG1 book. And in this element we will study health and safety monitoring and measuring. So learning objective, discuss common methods and indicator used to monitor the effectiveness of management system, health and safety management system. We'll discuss this one, the methods we will discuss, then explain why and how incidents should be investigated, recorded, and reported. We will also study in these elements about the accidents investigation and record and reports, explain what an audit and why and how they are used to evaluate management system. We will also study about the audit in these elements, explain why and how regular reviews of health and safety performance are needed. And the last topic of these elements, we will we will study about the regular review of health and safety performance. So, element 4.1, active and reactive monitoring. Active monitoring, introduction to active and reactive monitoring. In active monitoring, looking at control measures to see if they're correct and being used before accident, etc. caused. So, in active monitoring, we will check the control measures, the safety precautions, and we will check that the control measures are safety precautions that is according to the standards, according to the international standard, ISO standards, or OSHA standards, or other HEC standards, whatever the standard that is used in the projects, we will check according to that, the control measures. And this is the checking, the inspection before the accident happening. So we will check if there is anything wrong, we will correct that one in active monitoring. The second method, that is reactive monitoring. In reactive monitoring, we will use the accident incident ill health data, and we will highlight the area of concerns. We will check how that accidents or incidents or ill health happen. What was the reason? What was the immediate reason? What was the root cause for that accidents or incidents or ill health? So active monitoring, mere conformance or non-conformance with standards. In this, we will check the conformance or non-conformance with the standards, with the standard of the project, which standard we are using in the project. So we will check the control measures, that the control measures according to the standards of the project or not. So we will check the quality of risk assessment and number and quality of risk assessment which agreed in plan. Because for every activity we need risk assessment, and that risk assessment should be a quality risk assessment. Because the purpose of the risk assessment that we control the hazards and we protect the workers and we protect our project, our company assets, and we will follow the standards of the nationals or of the project standards. So we will check the risk assessments, and then health and safety training to schedule for the projects for the company. We will also check the schedule of the training, and we will check the output of the training, that the training according to the schedule or according to the plan that are conducted or not. Then consultative committee meetings to schedule, we will check that what meetings we will give to the we will conduct in our projects. We will check the whole schedule and we will check also the quality of that meeting, and we will also check that how the observations or how the non-conformity of the meetings which will be discussed in these meetings, that how they will correct, what will be the process for that findings that that should be correct after the meeting. Then workplace inspection to schedule. We will also check that workplace inspections, that after what frequency we will use for this workplace inspection, daily or weekly. So we will check the complete schedule. So if we will check these things, that is active monitoring. We will check the control measures. We will check the standards. So if we will active monitor, or if we will actively monitor in our projects, so the accident will not be happen. And this is also called proactive method, proactive methods, proactive method, or leading indicators. We can also call this leading indicators. What we will do in the safety inspection, and what are the safety inspection? Safety inspection, safety sampling, and towards safety inspection, examinations of the workplace. We will examine the workplace. Statutory inspection is also come in this category, safety inspection. We will check the plant and machinery, and we will check everything before starting, or before starting the work. Pre-use checks we will check before starting the plant or machinery. We will check first. After the checking, we will start the plant or machinery, or after the checking, we will start the activity. And this is usually done by one line manager or a competent person. For example, a driver or operator, they should to check their equipment or their machinery before starting. And the drivers or operators should be competent. Okay. And safety sampling, representative sample to judge compliance, less time consuming. So what we will do in this, we will take a sample for the whole projects or for the whole work area, and we will check and we will judge, and we will analyze that the whole project is the same. If that sample is correct, that means the whole project that is also taking the safety precautions, and the whole project is working according to the standards. And this is a less time consuming, because we will take only a sample and we will check that sample. Then safety tour. This is a high profile walk around inspection in a workplace carried out by a group including senior manager. So the senior, the top manager will come to the site, or will come to the company, or will come to the workplace, and they will check, they will inspect, they will meet to the people, they will check their competency, they will check the equipments, plant, everything. And the intention is to interact with each other. So why this safety tour? Because they want to convey the message to all the people in the company that as a top management, we want safety in the workplace or in the projects. So this is the intention. Then what is the methods or the process for the inspection, systematic inspection? There are 4 P's in a systematic inspection: that plant, machinery, vehicles. In the category of plant, machinery and vehicle, we will check the machinery and vehicles that we call plant. Then premises, workplace, and the environment of the workplace, that we call the premises. We will check that. And people, we will check the method of the work and the behavior of the people, behavior of the workers. So in people, we will check their working methods and their behavior for the doing the work. Then procedure. In procedures, what we will check? We will check the safe system of work. We will check the permit to work system. We already studied this permit to work and safe system of work in previous lecture. So in this way, we will check the whole projects. We will check plant in machinery, in plant, machinery in vehicles, premises, workplace, environments, inspections, people, working methods, in behavior, in procedures, safe system of work, and permit to work system. Arrangements for active monitoring. What we will arrange for active monitoring? When we are doing active monitoring or active inspection in our projects, what we will arrange? Factors to consider when planning the introduction of active monitoring. What factor we need to consider when we want to do the active inspection or leading inspection or leading monitoring in our projects or in our workplace or in our company. So type of monitoring requires what type of inspection we need for our workplace. Then frequency, after how many days we will do this inspection, or we need this inspection daily or weekly or or after 15 days or monthly. Allocation of responsibilities, the person who is responsible for doing this inspection, and the all people responsibility we will also mention that what is their responsibilities for this inspection. Then competence of the inspector who is doing this inspection, that should be competent. We already studied that competent mean he should be knowledgeable, he should have sufficient knowledge, he should have training, sufficient training, he should have ability, and he should have experience. These four things needed for a competent person's knowledge, experience, ability, and training. Then this inspector will use checklist for the inspections. We will identify the checklist, whether we need open-ended question or we need closed-ended question in the checklist. Open-ended means that there we will write in the answer sufficient explanations, but the close we will only use tick mark, yes, no, yes, no. That is a close-ended checklist. And action plan for problems found. What problems we found in our inspection. For that we need proper corrective actions. So how we will do that, or how we will take the actions after the inspection? We also to consider this point. And these are the points we need to consider before doing these inspections. Then arrangements for workplace inspection, typical topics in a generic inspection checklist. So these are the topics that we can include in our general inspection checklist, because these things available in the workplace. The fire safety we need for the workplace. Housekeeping, we need to put the topic of housekeeping, because every time we need to do the housekeeping, because we will do the work. So during the work, we will put the things in scatter manner. So we need proper housekeeping. If we will not do the housekeeping, there may be there may be slips, trip hazards, there may be fire hazards, or there may be other environmental hazards. And we need to check all the equipments, the electrical equipments, the other equipments, or the combustible materials. So we need proper fire safety in the workplace. Then environment issues. We need to check the surrounding areas. We need to check the space for the workers. We need to check environmental issues in the workplace. We need to check chemicals, how we are putting the chemicals, how we are storing the chemicals, and how we are dispose the chemical hazards from our workplace or from our projects. And traffic routes, we will check the vehicles and equipments routes or ways. And we will also check the pedestrians walkways, because we need proper pedestrian walkway, and we need to segregate the vehicle routes from the pedestrians. Chemical safety, we need proper chemical safety in the workplace. We need proper chemical store, and we need a competent person for that store. And also we will check that how we are putting the chemicals in that store, because we cannot put all the chemicals in one place. Maybe there will be a chemical reactions. So for different types of chemical, we need different space. Then machinery safety, all the equipment or machinery which we are using in the projects, we need proper safety. We need proper safety equipment, safety devices. The person who are operating or driving that machinery, we need that person competent. Then electrical safety in the workplace, we will check the electrical standards, the cable standard, the electrical panels. We will check whatever according to the HEC plan, what is mentioned in the HEC plan for the electrical safety. We will check that standards in our projects in a physical condition. Then welfare facility like toilets, hygiene system for the toilets, how we are cleaning the toilets, then dining hall of the workers, the dining hall for the staffs, the resting area, the offices, the first aid provisions, transportations, the accommodations of the workers, how they are living in the rooms, recreations for the workers. So these all are facilities we will check in the projects. So these all the topics we will include in the checklist, in a generic checklist, in a general checklist. Okay. Then the other methods for monitoring, that is reactive monitoring. What we will do in the reactive monitoring, we will check accident, incident, ill health, and other unwanted situations and events. So what we will check in that, we will check the areas of concerns, and we will highlight that areas of concern that due to which the accident, incident, or ill health happen. Then we will check the things that have already gone wrong, what the control measures already gone wrong, or what the things that already gone wrong due to which the accidents or incident happen. We will check that from the data. And the measures failures means that whatever control measure we taken, but that fail, and due to that fail, the accident happen or ill health happen or incident happen. We will check that. So for this, we are using two methods. One, lesson from one specific event and accident, lesson learned. We will use the lesson learned, and we will mention that due to which the accident happened, the root causes and immediate causes. We will write down that in our lesson learned, and we will check that. Then data collected over a period, we will collect the data on for the whole period. We will collect the accidents, ill health, or unwanted situation data for the whole period, and we will check the areas of concerns or root causes of that accidents from that data. Then for what we will collect the data? For accidents, dangerous occurrences, and near misses. We will collect the data for this, and we will put that in our database, in our computer. We We'll put that because we will check the root causes or immediate causes of the accidents from this data. Because we will collect this, that in the future we will use this, that this type of accidents or dangerous occurrences or near misses that will not happen in the futures. So assist in analyzing, we will check trends and from this data, event over a period of time. What is trend? The events over a period of time, we will check the trend. Then the patterns, hard spots of certain types, that's injuries. We will check the patterns from the data, the trend and pattern from the data. We will check the enforcement actions that is taken from the legal authorities or enforcement authorities. We will check the ill health cases and worker complaints. These all data we will analyze and we will check these things from that data. The next topic is element 4.2, investigating, recording and reporting incidents. So we will study about the accident and incidents in this topic. Why we will investigate the accidents or incidents? The reasons for the investigation. The following are the reasons for investigations. The first one, identify the immediate and root causes of the accidents. We will find out the immediate and root causes. Therefore, we need to investigate the accidents. The second, prevent recurrence. We will investigate because we don't need again this accidents. We will find out the root causes of the accident and we will take the control measures for that. So this accident will never be happen in the futures. So collect and record evidence. We will collect the data and the evidence for our future use. These are legal requirements. Legally, we are bound that we will investigate the accidents or incidents. Then insurance company want this incidents investigation because if we don't investigate, the insurance company will not give the claims to the workers or other property damage because the insurance company need this investigation report, and this is also needed for staff morale because the people will be motivated that they will think or they will thought that this company is taking care for us, so their morale will be high, and this is also needed for discipline purpose. We will find out that who are mistakes, so we can take the actions, discipline action against that person. So we can gather the data over the period of time. So these are the reasons due to which we will investigate the accidents in a workplace or in our projects or in our company. Okay. There are 4 types of incidents: accidents, near miss, dangerous occurrence, work related, ill health. So these 4 types of accidents we will study one by one. What is the accident? This is an unplanned, unwanted event which leads to injury, damage, or loss. So in accident, there are 2 types. One is injury accidents, where the unplanned, unwanted event leads to some sort of personal injury, that's cut a hand. And damage only accidents, where the unplanned, unwanted event leads to equipment or property damage, but not personal injury. That's a wall is demolished, but there is no personal injury. And what is near miss? An unplanned, unwanted event that had the potential to lead to injury, damage, or loss, but did not, in fact, do so. So, because in near miss, there is no injury, no loss or no damage, but they have the potential. Near miss, the accident miss, the damage miss, the injury miss. Okay. Then dangerous occurrence, a specified event that has to be reported to the relevant authority by state law. That's a major gas leak because we cannot stop or we cannot correct the major gas leak. We need to inform the authority, and the authority will come and they can rectify. Then work related ill health, a disease or medical condition that's directly attributable to work that stigmatized as a result of exposure to skin irritant. So work related ill health means that the disease or ill health that due to the work that a person's become sick due to the work, that is work related ill health. Okay. So level of investigation, there are four type of level of investigation. The minimal immediate line managers and not excessive time or efforts will need for this. The immediate line manager will investigate the minimal, the low type of accident. Then low line manager perhaps with some supports and more time and efforts involved. The low investigation will be done by the line manager and some supports he need and some time he will take for this. The middle manager with supports and significant time and efforts. For this medium type of investigation, the middle manager will investigate and he will take some supports. In time, he will also spend some time. But high level investigation, senior management oversight with team-based approach and significant time and efforts. Because this high level investigation, this is a team-based. And they will take the time, they will investigate everything. They will spend their efforts. They will find out the root causes. Because this is in a company, this investigation should be properly need, and we need to learn about this. Discuss the first thing you should do when arrive at an accident scene, and then the later step. Consider what type of equipment you maybe need to assist you. This group exercise, the answer. First action, make the scene safe. When we arrive to the accident area, we need to save the scene. We need to save the place. Because if we will go and if we will not save the place, maybe we can be in danger. Maybe there will be a danger for us. Then after making the scene safe, then check the casualty and get help from other. Consider other bystanders, the other people maybe that also affect from this accident. You need to consider those people also who will be in the team with you. Then during the investigation, you need to collect factual information and then analyze that information and draw conclusions, identify the suitable control measures, plan the remedial actions. And the equipment which needed with you, personal protective equipment, PP, camera, measuring tape, plans of area, and pen and pencils and paper. So basic investigation procedures. There are 4 steps. This is very important topic because you will also do investigation in your projects. So in this 4 steps, we will completely explain the investigation procedure or the process. So in the first steps, we will gather the factual information. In step 2, we will analyze that information and draw conclusion from that information. In step 3, we will identify control measures. And step number 4, plan the remedial actions for the root causes or for the immediate causes. So tomorrow we will inshallah discuss the remaining element, and tomorrow we will finish this element number 4. So today we studied half of the elements, and tomorrow we'll study half of the element. And inshallah, after that, we will start the previous real paper, and we will practice on that. And we will analyze, and we will use this, our RRC book or the other information to solve the questions of that papers. Okay. So if there is anything you can ask, so now the window is open for the question answer. Okay.